Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Our long, extended 4th of July weekend. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. I'm down on Vanderbilt Beach up at the north end of Vanderbilt. Just making my way north. There goes their beach patrol. I saw they were down there caging off a nest to the south of me, behind me. Here's one of our great blue herons out here on the beach. Well, hopefully our friend Roy is going to get released from the hospital today. So far, all of the tests they are doing are coming back with good results. They did an ultrasound. They were checking for any blockages. No blockages. That came back good yesterday afternoon. So that's good news. I still don't know what the results were from the echocardiogram. I think that's the last thing we're waiting to hear on, and Roy's going to be a free man. And the doctor actually said he could go to the beach. The doctor said the beach is okay. So that's good news for Roy. Gorgeous birds, absolutely gorgeous. Just standing there like a statue, patiently waiting for a unsuspecting fish to swim by. The great blue herons. Magnificent birds. Something got his attention, or her attention. A nice little breeze blowing out here this morning, at least down in this end of the beach. Temperature 78 degrees. It's only going to get up into the high 80s today. Didn't catch anything, darn it. Temperature's going to be in the high 80s. Rain as early as 11 today and throughout the afternoon. Typical Florida summer weather pattern, South Florida. Love these birds. I love them in the morning. I'm going to try and get a photo of it. Bear with me. An osprey just dove into the water and grabbed a fish next to me. Darn it. Just right next to me. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Darn it. That was so cool. Look at those clouds. They look like they're on fire there. That is awesome looking. Some awesome colors. Darn, I wish I was live when that osprey dove in the water next to me. That was so cool. I want to get a picture of this guy. Look at those colors. That's a big old thunderstorm out there. Two little snowy egrets chasing each other around up here on the beach. Kind of far away from me here, and a little bit dark, too dark to see them up there. Here they come. Oh, he just chased the one away. It's going after it, chasing it down the beach. Ah. Wow. Getting more colors in those clouds. Beautiful. Starting to see some color now out here in the Gulf to the west. Look at that. Check over here. A little color over to the east. A little color in the sky there between the condos. Look at that. That is really neat looking. That is a neat looking cloud there. Very, very cool. Now let's keep making our way north, get up into Del Norwegians. We're still a bit south of the park. The county beach patrol here, they were just checking out a crawl. She was just checking out a crawl they had here on Vanderbilt. Pretty impressive crawl. Nice deep crawl tracks. A heavy turtle. That was a heavy one. But it looks like it was a false crawl. Again, this is on Vanderbilt. She came way up into the dunes. Wow. Huh. Looks like she tried making a nest up here. Looks like she tried, but no success. but she made it up to the dunes. That's her return tracks right down here in front of me. The loggerhead sea turtle. There's where she came up onto the beach and up into the dune area, up into the sea oats. Boy, she made quite a trench here. Quite a deep trench. She went up the dunes, up into there, tried to make a nest, but just turned around and came back out. Oh well. Like I said, I did see them work occasion a nest that looked like down behind me, so they probably got some more on Vanderbilt. I'm sure Dexter will give us the info there this morning if we run into him. Again, hopefully, Roy will be released today. I did not hear what the results were from the echocardiogram, so that's what we were waiting for yesterday. Everything else is coming back good. All the other tests they did, good results. No blood clots. He's got an irregular heartbeat, but he's always been dealing with that. So I don't know what caused that dizzy spell the other day. Hopefully they'll find an answer for that. He was not dehydrated. That was more good news. He was not dehydrated. The doctor actually cleared him for the beach yesterday, cleared him for the beach. But he's just got to really keep that wound on his leg nice and clean. That's the big issue. Keeping everything clean. So I don't know where I'm going to see Roy today. If he gets released here this morning, we'll probably go see him at the house. Yesterday at the hospital, he was his usual joking self. He had the nurses in stitches. Quite the comedian. Of course, I had to ask him how he was feeling, and of course, he answered, "Never better. Wonderful, never better." Look at those clouds. Absolutely beautiful. Just those reflections are so intense. That's a big storm out there. Lots of lightning in those clouds early this morning. It never fails. Just when I start my beach walk, the lightning stops. I know Ursula was out here last night, babysitting some of the sea turtle nests, hoping to see another hatching. Doesn't look like it happened. Number 5 and 6. But they are starting to pop here. We've had 4 hatchings so far at Delnor Wiggins. Gotta emphasize Delnor Wiggins. They've been hatching all over the beaches in Florida. We've got 45 nests on the beach at Delnor Wiggins. We had 1 successful crawl. Hallelujah. 1 successful crawl the other night. Last year, I think we had 62 nests on the beach at Delnor. Be nice to get up to that number again. We've still got enough time to do it, that's for sure. So far, Mother Nature has been pretty good to us, too. It hasn't flooded any of the sea turtle nests on the beach yet. So that's good news. None of them have gone underwater. I've got a picture to share with you later today of one of our friends, Al, here. Al Bates got his coffee mug. I want to share that picture with you later. If you haven't ordered your Roy Hazy coffee mug, do so now. They've got some of Roy's little sayings on them and photos of his smiling face. Our Roy Hazy coffee mugs, that's just a little something he and I are doing to raise a little extra money here in the summertime. As you all know, it gets very, very slow down here business-wise. My little business comes to a grinding halt in the summertime. So, whatever we can do to make a little money, we do it. Which, if you like these beach walks, if you enjoy what you see, and you want to send a little tip, that is always appreciated, especially in the summertime here. It's always appreciated, but even more so in the summer. So if you like what you see and you want to send a tip, you can, or a thank you, whatever you want to call it, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. The 4th of July, the evening of the 4th of July. Ursula had the great fortune of being out on the beach here to witness nest number 4 on the 4th of July hatch. She was so lucky to see that. Too dark to get any photos, and it was raining. We were having a pretty good rainstorm that evening, so she didn't want to get her camera gear wet. But number 4, that's the last hatching we had here, nest number 4, ironically, on the 4th of July. How cool is that? You can see what's left from the little hole that they came out of down there. The rain, I guess, filled it all in. She said it lasted about 15 minutes, the whole ordeal. But she said it was a huge adrenaline rush for her. Some of our other nests lined up along the dunes here. Now you can really see that storm out there. Beautiful clouds though, just beautiful. Those big puffy clouds. You wouldn't want to be flying through those in a little plane. Sure, there's some wicked wind in there. Some wicked updrafts and downdrafts. Pelican flying through there. Pretty flat out there, actually very flat out in the Gulf this morning. Love to see a dolphin go by. Did you see that pod of whales that they had that's down in South Naples? That's at the very end of the city of Naples, Gordon Pass. They were just off of Gordon Pass. A pod of pilot whales that the Collier County Marine officers got some video of. They kind of made their way down the beach the other day. They were spotted all along the beach heading south. That is very cool. Pilot whales. You don't think about whales here that often in Southwest Florida. Think more about dolphins. Dolphins and manatees, not whales. I don't know where our rangers are. It's getting kind of late here. I'd have expected them to be out on the beach doing their morning turtle patrol and beach patrol. Trash patrol, unfortunately. There's two little snowy egrets. Sure, it's going to be a busy day here in the park. Being a holiday weekend, a Saturday. Going to be probably lots of people over here from the other coast of Florida visiting. It looks like we have a crawl up here. A crawl in Area 1. By George, yes we do. Here's the tracks coming back from where she might have made a nest. Those are the return tracks. And the way you tell is you can see how the sand gets pushed up by her back flippers as she's coming down the beach here. These are the tracks going back to the water. These are the tracks coming out of the water over here. You can see how the sand's pushed to the back here as she goes up the beach. Obviously, it's more work coming up out of the water. Coming down, she's coming downhill. It's a little easier trek back to the water, thankfully. I wonder if she laid any eggs. I wonder. Could this be nest number 46? It sure looks like she did some digging here and covering something up. A lot of spray all around here. It sure looks like it's got some good potential here. A big, deep hole here where she turned around. Definitely has got some potential. Showing some good signs there. Definitely could be nest number 46. Well, the rangers should be getting out here soon to check that out. It's been a while since we've seen some turtle eggs on a live feed. It's been a while since we've seen a dolphin during a live feed too. They're out here. We just haven't caught any during our morning walks. Boy, look at those reflections now. Wow. Wow. That is really cool. Really beautiful. Just the tiniest of little waves lapping here on the shore. So maybe we got nest 46 here. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But we're flying the green flag over here today. That's good news. Low hazards. That's good. The green flag is flying down here in Area 1. You can see it's pretty still right now. Pretty calm. But if you were to follow this little boardwalk here, it takes you right up to where the ranger station is, right up to the front entrance of the park. Down in Area 1. Just love those sea oats. The sea oats and the early morning clouds, just gorgeous. Still no rangers. I guess we'll move up the beach. We'll know tomorrow if this was a successful crawl. But it's got showing some signs, good signs, the potential of being a new nest. Flies. Flies, flies. Today is my anniversary. How about that? My anniversary, and of course tonight, out of all nights, I've got a little video shoot tonight that I have to do. It figures, on the night of my anniversary. Hardly any work this summer, but the night of my anniversary, I got a little video shoot. Well, yesterday morning we Saw that fisherman catch that big jack. That was a pretty good sized fish that he caught there. Pretty impressive. Put up a good fight on that little rod and reel he was using. Here comes some pelicans flying by. See if I can get a shot of them. A shot of them for you. Always fun watching them. Gorgeous with those reflections in the water as they make their way down to the south. Little white ibis down here, making its way along the beach. So peaceful with these little tiny waves. Maybe we'll see an osprey in a tree here. This morning I was taking a picture of a great blue heron down on Vanderbilt Beach, snapping off a photo, and an osprey just dove into the water right next to me. Made me jump and the great blue heron. It was so cool to see. And of course, I didn't get a picture of it. Oh. Morning. One of our park rangers heading down the beach now. She'll check out that crawl we saw. Hopefully that's going to turn into nest 46. It looked like a pretty good crawl to me. Dexter coming up the beach. Oh, kind of early for Dexter, or else I'm just taking my sweet time here. I did start kind of far down the beach this morning, down on Vanderbilt. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. If you're liking what you're seeing, hit that share button. If you enjoy these walks, please let your friends know about Southwest Florida Television. Just the name of my Facebook page, Southwest Florida Television. I was gonna start something up down here and called Southwest Florida Television, and it kind of fell apart. So I just kept the name on my Facebook page. Boy, it is quiet. Another peaceful Saturday, that's for darn sure. Look at those clouds down there. I'm guessing that's where all the rain's going to be coming from later today. It's supposed to rain starting as early as 11 o'clock. And rain all throughout the afternoon. Maybe even into the evening. So anybody coming to the beach, you want to come early and get it over with. Good morning.
Good morning.
Any action down there?
158 down there.
158.
Right where we come in off the beach at Sea Breeze, brand new nest.
Nice.
And we saw one false crawl down there too.
Man, they just keep coming there.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one here on our
We
beach.
saw that. I actually going down to put the net.
Yeah, I think that looks like a good one.
Yeah.
So keep our fingers crossed.
I guess the one I saw up there yesterday, I told you it was just a crawl. I think it was
Yeah, it
actually
turned
a
out to be a nest.
Oh,
Yeah, number
so-
45. Yeah,
Okay.
she must not have had a cage or something, or forgot something and
Yeah,
came
'cause
back.
She was checking it out when we walked by, and then when we came back through, there was not a nest.
Yep.
Or not a cage.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, so that's good. We had one.
yeah, that's good.
Are you guys early today?
Yeah, we're early
I was like, I started kind of down on Vanderbilt this morning.
Oh, okay.
Down where that false crawl was, I started to look kind of past that.
Okay.
And I thought I was running late here. When I saw you guys walking up the beach, I'm like, huh.
No, we're early. We have a 9 o'clock.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll let you get going.
Okay, we'll
See you guys
you
later.
way
Yep.
back.
Yep.
See, the flies are bothering you.
Yep. Yep, the darn flies are out again. I made the mistake of going up into the dunes behind those sea oats by that pathway there, and the flies have been following me ever since. Well, our ranger is down there. I see her on her hands and knees digging way, way down there. I really think we're going to have a nest down there. I think I see her down there. I don't know. I know she's got the cart parked there. I hope that turns into nest 46. Where the heck is nest number 5? I know it's here in area 2 somewhere. Nest number 5, and number 2, there's number 2, which already hatched. That hatched several days ago. Where was nest number 5? I know it's here in area 2. I know 6 is right in front of the boardwalk in area 2 at the north end, right in front of the boardwalk. Looking for the old white stakes with the pink ribbons. That would be nest number 5. Huh. I don't see it. I must have passed it. Wondering if there was any action on nest number 5 last night. I know. Wait, there's one up here. Let me see what that is. No, that's an orange ribbon. Where the heck was nest number 5? Well, this is area 1. And I don't think it's in area 1. I swore number 5 was in area 2. Yeah, sorry folks. Don't mean to bore you. I'm just curious to see if there was any action at nest number 5, since that's going to be the next, probably the next nest to hatch. They don't necessarily have to hatch in order, especially if there was several nests laid on the same day. What number is this one here? I didn't even see a number on this one. Number 9. Okay, that's number 9. Huh. Well, then it's up here somewhere. There's a little baby tricolored heron over here. A very young one. A little juvenile tricolor heron. Very, very tiny. Very, very small. A little tricolored heron. Well, our ranger is still down there digging around. I sure hope she finds some eggs down there. She's way down there in area 1. I don't know if you can see her here when I zoom in. Just to the left of the screen, like in front of that orange umbrella, is where she's digging. Oh, I'm glad I stuck around here. You hear that? An osprey. An osprey. Where are you? It's in this tree right here somewhere. I just heard it, but I don't see it. Where is that osprey? Huh, there it is. It's facing the sun. Instead of looking out in the water, it's facing out towards the east. Got its wings stretched out. Drying off up there. Cool. Doing a little cleaning. Cool. So we saw some neat birds this morning. Saw our osprey, we saw a great blue heron, saw a little white ibis, saw a little baby tricolored heron. Now let's keep marching up the beach here. Just looking for nest number 5. Hoping to see nest number 5. I think I hear another osprey further up the beach. Well, extremely calm out here. Just saw a manatee come up. I just saw a manatee come up. Right out in that flat spot out there. I just saw the back of a manatee arch up out of the water. I think there's a couple of them over there. I see some bubbles out in the water. There, did you see it? Its nose just came up out of the water. See it out there? Darn, there's 2 of them out there. 2 of them out there. Camera is, maybe even 3 of them. The camera's having a hard time focusing on them. It's kind of dark. There's one. A little pod of manatees out there. Come on, camera. They're just slowly putzing around out there. There's one of them there. Sorry, it's really difficult for the camera to focus on that dark water out there. Neat. I thought they were maybe going to come in closer here. There's one there. Did you see it? Ooh, there's another one over here. There's a bunch of them out here. Just too deep out there to go wading, and plus I got some batteries in my pocket. So that's out of the question. Where did you go? There's one right over there. You can see the little bubbles. Coming towards us there. Can you see the ripple in the water there? That's a manatee. Where did they're coming up all over the place over here. Hard to figure out where they're gonna pop up next. I swear there's one right over there somewhere. There it is. There it was. You can see all those flat spots. That's from the manatees. Well, that's cool. We actually got a little glimpse of them, finally. They don't jump up out of the water like the dolphins. They're a lot harder to spot, but there's one right there. That's a manatee swimming along there. Several of them out there. Just stuck its nose up on the right. That little bump you see coming out of the water, that's it. So cool. They're just taking their time out there. Very, very cool. Well, I'm glad we got to see that. I'm glad I stopped here to watch the osprey. That is cool. I wish they'd have come in closer for us so we get a good look at them. One of these days we're going to get a good look at those manatees, I'm sure. One of these mornings. But they are way out there. Cool. Beautiful sky. Loving those clouds out there and the reflections. Our ranger's still down in area 1 there. So hopefully there is a new nest down there. Well, now all we need to see are some dolphins. If you're just tuning in here, all of Roy's tests are coming back positive, or good so far, good results. No blockages. Waiting to hear the results from his echocardiogram. But he should be coming home today. He should be heading home today. Another crawl here. Another crawl. Awesome. Another crawl. This is in area 2. Did she do any? Well, it sure, you see how here's the tracks coming out of the water here. These are the ones coming up out of the water. All of a sudden you see they disappear. There's a lot of soft sand covering these tracks. That's usually what they do. They come up and stop and dig their nest. Then they cover it up, so it covers the tracks up, the tracks coming out of the water, and then they make their turn and go back down. Good chance there's a nest here. Looks like some nice loose sand here. Maybe not. Keep our fingers crossed. Keep our fingers crossed. Well, if there's a nest down in one and a nest here, we'd be up to 47 nests. That'd be some wonderful news. Where is nest number 5? I'm still looking for nest number 5. I thought it was in area 2. We're almost out of area 2. Huh. Where the heck was nest number 5? How could I miss it? Nest 23. I know this is nest number 6 over here. Right out. This one was right out in front of the boardwalk. And actually a lady got to witness this sea turtle nesting right here. She stood on that boardwalk in the dark of night and saw that sea turtle on the beach laying those eggs. Lucky her, huh? Lucky, lucky her. That is a big, big storm coming our way. Looks like it's just getting bigger and bigger. Hey, if you're new to these beach walks, don't be shy. Please introduce yourself to the group. Let everyone know where you're watching from. That's one of the main reasons for these beach walks, is to bring everyone together, and while you're having your morning coffee here, and make some new friends on Facebook. Nest number 5. I was looking for nest number 5. There it is. Right on the border here between areas 2 and 3. Nest number 5. No action on number 5. No action on number 6. So our last hatching was nest number 4. Nest number 6, this will be easy to keep track of, is right down there in front of that boardwalk. Nest number 5 right over here. Sweet. Ursula's job is going to be a little easier. She is addicted to catching another nest here hatching. I'm still working on getting the camera with night vision. I don't know if it's going to happen here or not. Some people have been kind enough to send some money towards the purchase of it, but it's not even halfway there yet. Not even halfway there. It's going to be like over $1,000 by the time I get the camera and some of the other accessories and things, extra battery and charger and an external infrared light. It's got to be something, it can't be something like you see on these ghost busting shows where they just go in and you see in a room. It's got to have be able to have some distance to it, because you don't want to come up on a sea turtle and scare it. So you got to keep your distance. So you need a good light that's got distance, and the camera that's got a zoom lens on it, and a good infrared system. I mean, you can buy little cheap ones for a couple $100, little cameras, but the problem is you have to get right on top of what you're filming, and that does not work with sea turtles. You don't get on top of sea turtles. Just to be there at the right time. That's the first miracle, is to be there to catch them hatching or laying their eggs. To be fortunate enough to be there at the right time is a miracle. Boy, a lot of pelicans out here in the water. They're all out here. There's schools and schools of fish out here now. The pelicans are just sitting on top of them. Sitting on top of them. Every once in a while you'll see them take off and circle around and dive bomb them. Dive bomb them. Dive bomb them. See what those two do. Boom. Where are those dolphins? With all those pelicans, you'd think you'd see a dolphin pop up. Every once in a while, a dolphin will pop up right underneath a pelican. That's kind of funny. Just you can hear the seagulls out there. Yeah, they're gonna move down the beach. Ooh, did you hear that thunder? Big roll of thunder. Boy, this is awful quiet here for a 4th of July weekend. Awful quiet. I thought this beach would start filling up. However, there is bad weather on its way, so. Hear the osprey? Another little white ibis here. Hey, if you check out the description of this post here, you're going to see a few links in there. You'll see a link to our good friend Astrid Lawrence's website, to her contact information. A great realtor, Astrid, here in Southwest Florida. If you're looking for a piece of property, maybe a vacation home, an investment property, get in touch with our friend Astrid Lawrence. She's a great realtor, good friend to our friend Roy. Takes good care of Roy. One of those angels. One of our angels here that takes care of Roy. We got a bunch of them. David and Ursula and Jennifer Ann and Bobby when she's here. Kentucky Kim. Oh, there's a school of fish just going nuts out here in the water. They're just jumping all over the place out there. Something chasing after them. So many good people that take care of our friend Roy. So take care of them. Astrid Lawrence. You'll also see a link to the Inn of Naples, a great hotel. If you're thinking about paying a visit to Naples, check out the Inn of Naples. I highly recommend the Inn of Naples. Medium-sized hotel, 99 rooms, nice clean rooms, centrally located. Nice amenities. The Inn of Naples. Also, you'll see a link to Nonstop Naples Facebook page. Check them out on Facebook. Give them a follow. Every once in a while, you'll catch me on there doing a live feed. There's a good reason to follow them. Nonstop Naples. Download their free app. And you'll also find a link to my PayPal account. A link to my PayPal account. That's just there, just if you're feeling generous one morning when you're watching a live feed and if you want to send a little tip, a little thank you, you can find that link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. And I do thank you, those of you that have sent something. Every little bit helps, believe me. Summertime business gets really slow. And those of you that are supporters of Southwest Florida Television, thank you so much for becoming a supporter. You'll see those supporter badges in the comments next to people's names here. Those are the people that help make these beach walks possible. Without them, I wouldn't be out here. So thank you to all of my supporters. Southwest Florida Television is me, so thank you for being a supporter. If you want to see these beach walks continue, and hopefully even see more of them, please become a supporter. That's the only way it's going to happen. couple little shells down here on the beach. I'm not seeing anything collectible here. Just a couple. We really haven't done much shelling here in the past few months. It seems like at the end of season, when everybody left, the shelling just kind of fizzled out. Just our little slipper shells. You can always find those little slipper shells. Those are kind of cool though. There's a little one here, the little slippers. You flip them over. They look like a little slipper when you turn them over. The slipper shells. Fairly common shells. And the little kitten paws, those are pretty common here, the kitten paws. You can find some with some pretty interesting colors on them, the kitten paws. Mostly just a lot of broken little clam shells and oyster shells. Some more pelicans going by. Seagulls. Our ranger is still down there on the beach, down by that turtle nest. Spending a lot of time down there. Have a good day.
How's Roy doing? Is he doing good?
He might come home today. Yeah.
That's good.
He might come home. All the tests so far, they didn't find anything. So yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Yep.
You're leaving soon, aren't you?
Yeah, 4 days.
4 days. Okay.
I really like it here.
Yeah, I can tell. You gonna miss your beach walks in the morning?
Oh yeah.
You gonna go for walks up at home then?
Probably, but not
Sweet.
as good as these walks.
I hear you.
Well, have a great day.
You too. Take care. Uh-oh. And I'm looking down here for shells, but nothing is popping out here. Nothing is catching my eye. Just not getting my attention. I'm hoping there's a nest down there in Area 1. That's why she's taking so long. I'm hoping she found a nest. That would be number 46. And then that other crawl we saw, that'd be 47. If there's a nest there. Ooh, here's a nice little kitten's paw. Nice little kitten's paw. Nice little kitten's paw. Look at the size of that. That might not even be a kitten paw. That might be something else. Good morning. Nice one. Another little kitten paw. This is definitely a kitten's paw. Nice color on that one. Boy, it is definitely warming up here. Now that sun's peeking out from behind the trees, definitely warming up. Ooh, another big kitten paw. Kitten's paw, kitten paw, kitten's paw. Or no. What? Yeah, it is. Thought it might have been a jewel box, but no, another nice kitten's paw. I know one of our friends, when she first started coming to the beach here, she loves animals, she loves cats. She was just picking these up all over the place. She had an obsession for them. That's kind of like me with the moon shells. I'm obsessive with picking them up. I'm obsessed by them. Speaking of moon shells, here's a piece of one. Just a piece of a moon shell. They also call them shark eyes because of that little circle there that looks like an eye. Here's a piece of a moon shell. Good timing. Beautiful shells, the moon shells. Every once in a while you can find some nice big ones here. It's not quite the same without Roy here. But according to the doctor, he said he can come out to the beach, so good for him. Hallelujah. We're up into area 4 now. Whoa, there's an osprey right up there flying by. And I hear one screeching over here. One just flew by, flying down to the south. And there's one up in the tree up here. It was just making quite a little racket there for us. Another one of our ospreys. That's it that you're hearing. Yeah, I wonder if there's any more crawls up here. Maybe Dexter will have a report for me up what's going on at the north end here. Hey, yesterday, 3 coffee mugs were purchased. 3 coffee mugs. That was pretty good news. And they were all the Believe in the Power of Prayer mug. Believe in the power of prayer. So true. So true. Roy's coffee mugs. You'll see a link where you can order those online. That's pinned to the top of my post here on Southwest Florida Television, the Roy Ozzie Coffee Mug Collection. Thank you to those that have purchased a mug or 2 or 3 or 4. I think Bobby's purchased each one of them. There's 4 different designs. They come in 2 different sizes. They're really, really good quality. Good quality coffee mugs. Great printing job on them. Here comes Dexter. So, anything up there?
Nope.
No more crawls up there?
No.
Darn it.
So,
I was hoping to get a half a dozen or so today. We need to catch up here.
I know.
It's falling behind.
Yeah. I did see another one down here somewhere.
Yeah, there was another in 2. Yeah, there was another one. Yeah, it looked kind of promising. I don't know what. One of our newer rangers is down there checking them out. I think it's taken her a little while.
Oh, okay.
I think it's her first time out there with one by herself.
I didn't recognize it.
Yeah, so she's probably a little nervous. And
Yeah. I forgot to ask this earlier. How that
Roy, he's all the tests they took came back good. I mean, they didn't find any blood clots or anything. They did a echocardiogram on him, and I don't know what the results of that are yet, but I think he should be coming home today. I mean, as long as there's nothing serious, and it doesn't look like it. I mean, when you see him and talk to him, he's the same old self. Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Smiling. He's got all the nurses laughing, and you know, all he wants to do is get out and come back to the beach. And the doctor at that hospital said, "You go back to the beach, whatever."
Right?
Yeah, he didn't say stay off it.
Okay.
But they checked his leg out, make sure everything's healing there, make sure there's no infections or anything.
Great.
He has an irregular heartbeat,
Okay.
but he's from what I remember, he's always had that. I mean, he's always had kind of a weird heartbeat. But other than that, you know, yeah. Yep, hopefully, you know, he might be out here tomorrow. Who knows?
Probably.
He will. If he gets out today, he'll be here tomorrow, I'm sure.
I'm sure too.
It's actually kind of quiet here, you know, for a holiday weekend.
I thought this weekend would be really busy.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be packed by now, but there is supposed to be bad weather this afternoon.
Yeah.
So
that could be
to drive over from the other coast, that's kind of a risk.
yeah, that's for sure.
So we might have it to ourselves, which is nice.
I know.
All right.
All right,
Have a great. All right.
See you Monday.
See you Monday.
Yeah.
That is definitely some storm clouds. I don't know if they're going to come in. I don't know where the rain's going to come from. Usually it comes from behind me, from the east. But right now, not seeing any big rain clouds to the east. Well, no more crawls up at this end of the park. Dag nabbit. Another little line of shells here, but nothing. What do I see down here? I've only actually seen a few fighting conch shells on the beach. Usually we see quite a few of them. I haven't seen many of them this morning. Well, let's keep moving up here. We'll just go up to the end of 4 here. Piece of a little apple murex shell, just a piece of one. The winter time we were finding lots of these little apple murex shells on the beach. This is just a broken one here, a little tiny one. It's been a great beach walk this morning. Saw some nice birds. We got to see some manatees poking their nose out in the water out there in the Gulf, kind of far away. It's a little hard to focus on them at times because it was still kind of dark out there in the water, but we did get a glimpse of a pod of manatees this morning. That was nice. A small pod. We got a good look at a great blue heron earlier this morning down on Vanderbilt Beach. 2 crawls on our beach here at Del Norwegians today. 2 new sea turtle crawls. Still waiting for the verdict on whether or not they were successful crawls. Hoping they are. Beautiful water out there, nice and flat. Pretty darn clear. Just some little waves. Area 4 there. Roy's Beach. I hear an osprey screeching up there somewhere. Good morning. Just not the same without our buddy here under the pine trees. He was always the highlight of my morning. He still is. It's not like he's gone anywhere. He's just not out here at the beach today. Where is that osprey? I can hear it screeching over here. I don't see it. Boy, the pelicans have been busy out here this morning. They have been busy. Boom, right into the water, dive bombing those fish. They've been having some good luck this morning. I think this was our newest nest yesterday. I think this was nest. Well, which one is this? This is 44 or 14. Now that's nest 44. Nest 44 right there. Where is that osprey? I just heard it chirping. I just heard it chirping. It is in this tree up here somewhere. I'll be gosh darned if I see it. I don't see it. I heard it up here, squawking away. I don't see it. Huh. Darn. Nest 45 right here. That was our most recent one yesterday, nest number 45. Hopefully there's a couple more new ones here. Keeping my fingers crossed. The two crawls we had today look very promising. By no means am I an expert on sea turtle nests, but to me they look promising, so keep our fingers crossed. Love this little stretch right here. I always wind up taking a picture here. I'm going to turn around and start making my way back down the beach. Maybe we'll get lucky and Catch up with the ranger there down in area 2 where that crawl was. That second crawl. Another one of my favorite little views is up here behind this bench. Just looking out at the water. Got those big clouds out there now. Well, starting the walk back here. We started down in area 1. Actually, we started way down in Vanderbilt Beach this morning, down to the south of Del Norwegans. Morning. Well, I see our ranger, our park ranger, has moved up to that crawl that we saw in area 2 now. Maybe my batteries will last. I'll make it down there during our live feed. See if we have any more new nests on the beach. That's always a thrill, always good news whenever we get a new sea turtle nest. Good morning. How are you doing today?
There is a new nest of number 46, but then her Jeep got stuck in one of those
Oh, I was
holes.
wondering what was taking her so long.
The other ranger went down, so...
And then there's another one now she's
Say
checking
hi to
out.
everybody.
How you doing? Say it.
Good.
Cindy.
Darling.
Cindy
Yep.
Darling. There's the face. There you go. Beautiful, isn't it? Nice and quiet. I thought it was going to be a lot
At
busier.
11:30, I told my husband, I'm getting out of here.
Well, it's supposed to rain later, so it's probably going to keep a lot of people away, you know? Especially the ones that come from the other side of Florida.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to take a chance and come over here.
I'll see you then.
All right, Cindy. Thank you.
See y'all.
One of our wonderful, wonderful beach friends. There are so many great people here that follow along. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You know, I was wondering why she was why our ranger was down there at the end so long. Now we know. She got stuck in the sand. She got her beach buggy stuck in the sand. That happens. I know it's probably kind of embarrassing. An embarrassing situation. But heck, the sand gets soft. There's some really soft spots here. So that's good news. The first crawl down in Area 1 that we saw this morning, that was a good crawl. So nest number 46. That's a good one. I'm walking kind of into the wind now. Sorry about that. It's probably noisy. Nothing I can do about it. Been out here for a while now. We started around 6:30 this morning. If you're just joining, Roy should be coming home today. So far, all of the tests they did, all good results. So everything's good. The only thing I haven't heard the results on are the echocardiogram. So hopefully he got those results maybe late last night or this morning, and they'll be releasing him, sending him on his way, and he'll be back out on the beach. Just pray that he does his best to keep that big cut on his leg clean, keep it covered and clean. Wrapping it in tin foil, I don't think is the best idea. That storm has just been sitting out there now all morning long, inching its way closer and closer to us. We've been seeing a lot of pelicans this morning going up and down the beach. Hey, something I forget to mention, I need to mention this more often, is the Friends of Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. Friends of Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. Check them out online. Follow them on Facebook, Friends of Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. Great organization. That's a big group of volunteers that do a lot of wonderful, wonderful things for this park. Friends of Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. Become a member. Morning. If you enjoy these beach walks and you love watching this beach and you want to see it continue and thrive, become a member of Friends of Del Nor Wiggins Pass State Park. They raise a lot of funds for this park. And while you're there, adopt a sea turtle. Only $20 to adopt a sea turtle. Make a contribution to saving our sea turtles, protecting and preserving our sea turtles. There's Evil Knievel. Here's Evil Knievel over here.
Exactly.
Oh.
Actually, 2 so far.
Two?
2 this morning.
Good. That's all it's there, but
Yeah.
sweet.
This way? Okay.
But that's, well, I didn't go all the way to the end, but a couple people said they didn't see anything.
Yeah,
But
I
with
think
both of those were successful.
Yeah, both of those are good.
Did she find them on her own?
Yes, she did.
Sweet.
She did.
She's
Yeah,
got to be
she's learning
happy.
real quick,
She's got to
so
be
that's
proud.
awesome.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
So
I heard she had a little snafu down there.
Yeah, I had to dig
You
her
know
out,
what?
but that's
I've
fine.
seen Mark get stuck out here,
You know,
so
it's
she's
all
not
part of the
alone.
learning process,
Yep,
so
yep.
It makes it really nice, but that's okay.
Sweet.
Got her, so she's staking that one off right now and everything, so I'm just going to run down here.
40,
and take a peek myself.
47? Yeah.
47,
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome, awesome. Awesome. All right, Steve.
Keep it going. Have a nice
All
day.
right, take care. Awesome. 47 nests now. 47 nests. Great news, folks. Great news. Oop, that osprey's still up there yelling at me. That is wonderful news. 2 successful crawls last night. I was starting to wonder if they were ever going to come back here. So we have 1 crawl, successful crawl yesterday, 2 today, so we're up to 47 nests at Del Nor Wiggins Pass State Park. And this is one of our newer rangers that verified these nests this morning. This is, I think, her first time out here doing it on her own. So she's got to be excited. That's always a thrill. The park rangers, they don't get a lot of thrills. Well, they do get a lot of thrills. Some of the stupid things people do out here. But that's kind of like one of the little perks of the job is finding those sea turtle eggs. These rangers, they don't get paid a lot of money. You definitely have to love your job to be a park ranger. All of our rangers are wonderful people here. Got a great staff of rangers. And volunteers. A lot of wonderful volunteers here at the park. Jackie and her husband, Wally, and Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart's, I think, their newest volunteer here. I see him out here the crack of dawn, sometimes before dawn, unlocking the bathrooms, picking up trash. Man's got a good heart. And he takes good care of our friend, Roy. He's going to head over there as soon as he ends his morning shift here to the hospital, check in on Roy, and give me an update. And then I'll share it with you. And then, depending on that, I'll pay Roy a little visit later today. I'll either go visit him at the hospital, which I hope I don't do that. I hope I see him at home. If he's up for it, we'll do a little video so everybody can see his smiling face and see that he's okay, alive and kicking. know if I'm going to get down to the nest here before she takes off. Oh, she's just putting the stakes in now, so I'm in good shape. Just want to go down and congratulate her. You can see a nice wall clouds formed out there on the base there. That's a wall. Really neat looking. Just a big flat ridge coming at us. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
2. Was this your first time alone doing it?
It was.
Sweet. 2 too. That is awesome.
We're up to 47 now.
That is incredible.
Yeah, the first one was tricky.
Was it?
Yeah, she was playing games with me.
I know you were down there a long time. I was hanging around up here kind of waiting and waiting. Finally, I'm like, then I heard you had a little, you got stuck down there. I'm like, you know what? Everybody gets stuck out here.
I mean, we're driving on sand.
Right. I mean, I've seen Mark get stuck out here. So, you know, it's part of the deal, part of the job. But that is,
Learn how to dig yourself out.
there you go. That is so sweet.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Nice and humid.
Yep. Great for digging.
Yeah. Awesome.
Have a good one.
You too. She's going to finish putting the ribbon on here and putting the numbers and the directions. And there you have it, nest number 47. Got to love it. A great morning here at Del Norwegians. Every time we have a new nest. And earlier, if you weren't watching, earlier we got to see some manatees offshore. Got to see a little group of them. I think there was 2 or 3 out there. So you need to check that out. So all in all, another beautiful morning in North Naples, Florida at Del Norwegians Pass State Park. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this morning. Do take the time to check out my photos and videos here on Facebook on Southwest Florida Television. Please consider becoming a supporter of Southwest Florida Television. It's because of the supporters that I'm able to come out here and do this. We've got a nice little group of supporters started. I'd like to see that group expand. There you have it, nest 47. And by the way, those of you that are supporters, thank you. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, you're missing the fun of a live feed. A big part of these live feeds are the comments being made and the conversations that are going on in the comments. That's what these live feeds are all about, is everybody getting together and chatting in the morning with making new friends. So I really encourage you to watch these videos live on Facebook. Do tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. And as always, if you're feeling generous, if you like what you see, and you want to show your appreciation with a little tip, a gratuity, a donation, a contribution, whatever you want to call it, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. And every little bit helps, believe me, every little bit helps. Things really slow down here in the summertime, so every dollar counts. So if you want to send something, look for that PayPal link in the description of this post, and I do thank those of you that have sent something. Whether you sent something or not, thank you for watching. I appreciate having you tag along here with me, especially on this holiday weekend, this extended 4th of July weekend. Keep the prayers coming for Roy. Keep all of our friends in your thoughts and prayers. Everybody can use a prayer now and then. There's a look back at our beautiful, beautiful beach. Tons of little fish swimming around down here in the water. Look closely. You'll see them going by down there. Here they come. See them all down there? Look at them all. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing, all the life out here. This time last year, we were feeling the effects of that red tide. There was no life out in the water. Just dead. Now look at it. All these little hatchlings swimming around here. Just moving back and forth with the little currents here. That is so cool. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully, God willing, weather permitting, I'll see you out here tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I'll see you later with Roy somewhere, either in the hospital or at his house. Hopefully it's going to be at his house. So thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.